tayo po ay nagkaroon ng pirmahan kasama ang Commission on Human Rights para doon sa ating agreement po para doon sa pagtutulungan ng PTFOMS at Commission on Human Rights sa pag-iimbestiga ng mga kaso, sa pag-atake at pamamaslang sa mga kasamahan natin sa media. Ayan po.
Yusek, for clarification lang po regarding po sa classification po ng mga media na nakapaloob po sa inyong tanggapan. Kasi po, nung araw hindi pa po nauso yung social media, ang tawag po sa atin TV, radyo, dyaryo, mainstream. Pero ngayon po, marami na po kasi mga naging broadcaster, mamamahayag, pero bigla na hindi sila naging reporter nung araw. Kasama ba sila sa classification na tutulungan ng tanggapan ninyo?
Isang tricky po yun na pagtingin doon kung ano talaga ang media ngayon. Kasi ang media po ay nag-evolve. Hindi na lang ngayon radyo, dyaryo, television. Meron ng tinatawag ng online, may digital media na. Tinitingnan po natin lahat. Malaya naman magpahayag ang lahat ng kanilang opinion at magre-report. Subalit ang ating definition po ay yung media na nag-undergo ng editorial process, journalistic process. May vetting, hindi lang basta nagbalita na lang kung basta-basta, kundi may mga editors na tumitingin at may nag-check na mga facts. Kung yan po ay nag-undergo ng ganyan, ay kinoconsider po natin sila mga media. Marami po yan ngayon, marami naman.
Ano po ang nakalatag na tulong ng PT FOM para doon sa mga media po?
Ang nakalatag po, ang tulong po natin maibibigay sa mga kasama natin sa media, ang mandato po ng PT FOMS ay yung mga napaslang, under attack, mga threats. At ito po ay ating tinutulungan mula sa kanilang pag-iimbestiga, pagpukurso ng kaso, pagbibigay ng tulong ng abogado, pag-monitor ng kaso at to ensure na even yung mga pamilya ay ma-protectionan.
Yusek, ano pong kahalagahan itong MOA signing with CHR?
Napakahalaga po itong ating Memorandum of Agreement with the Commission on Human Rights dahil iisa na po at coordinated na po ang ating pagresponde kung meron mang nangyayari sa mga kasamahan natin sa media. Kung dati ang PT FOMS ay dumidiretso at siya na lang ang nagre-responde kung may nangyayari doon, halimbawa may napaslang na media doon sa isang probinsya, ngayon po kasama natin yung Commission on Human Rights para ma-ensure po at matingnan na walang human rights violations na nangyayari kung may mga insidente tulad sa mga nangyari sa nakaraan.
Sa ngayon po, ilan na po yung mga cases po na hinahandle ng PTC FOMS?
Maraming mga kaso po mula noong 1986. Nire-review po natin yung mga kaso ng pamamaslang ng mga kasama natin sa media. More or less po, nasa 197 cases po yun ng murder. Hindi pa kasama doon yung mga kaso ng pananakot, mga libel na atin na tinitingnan. Nire-review po natin lahat yan.
Baka may message po kayo, Yusek, sa lahat ng mga mamamayan sa buong Pilipinas?
Sa mga kasama natin sa media, sana po magtulong-tulong po tayo na isulong ang katotohanan at lagi po tayo mag-ingat sa ating mga trabaho at wala po dapat na mga pananakot na natatanggap. Kung meron man kayong natatanggap na pananakot o banta sa inyong buhay, magsumbong po kayo sa Presidential Task Force on Media Security o kaya sa Commission on Human Rights. Maraming salamat po.
Gaano po kahalaga itong MOA po na isinagawa ninyo ngayon kasama po ang Presidential Task Force on Media Security, sir?
Mahalaga siya kasi magkakaroon ng ugnayan yung Commission on Human Rights at ang Presidential Task Force on Media Security sa pagtugon sa mga paglabag sa karapatan ng mga media workers. So magkakaroon ng mas epektibong mekanismo upang tugunan yung mga issues tungkol dito.
Sir, this is the first time or pang-ilang MOA agreement na po ito with the PT FOMS?
Sa PT FOMS po ito ay kauna-unahang agreement ng komisyon at kami ho ay nalulugon sapagkat ito ay mahabang proseso ang pinagdaanan bago umabot dito sa pirmahang ito. Kasama ho dito ang mga kasamahan natin sa media, tapos itong aming ahensya at ang PT Forms.
So, ano po ang mga legal na pwede niyo pong ibahagi o itulong po base po doon sa pinirmahan po niyong agreement, sir?
So, bukod sa kanya-kanyang mandato kung saan ang komisyon ay nag-iimbestiga rin ng mga paglabag sa karapatang pantao, ang PT Forms ay ganoon din, nag-iimbestiga din upang pangalagaan ang seguridad ng ating pansamahan sa media. Dahil dito sa agreement na ito ay magkakaroon ng mas magandang ugnayan yung aming mga ahensya. At mas komprehensibo ang magiging investigasyon dahil po pwede kami magtulungan sa pamamagitan ng pag-share ng mga dokumento na impormasyon, mga ebidensya na gather namin sa kanya-kanyang investigasyon at upang mas maging epektibo yung investigasyon at mas komprehensibo.
And with that, the MOA between CSR and Intercoms has been signed. At this point, we request Chair and Vice to
The memorandum of agreement we are signing marks not only a formal partnership with the PT Forms and CHR. It is a shared commitment, as mentioned earlier, to the human dignity, safety, and professional freedom of every media worker in the country. Journalists illuminate truth, hold power to account, and give voice to the voiceless. Their work strengthens transparency, empowers citizens, and protect the public interest. Pero karamihan dahil sa ating serbisyo publiko, lagi tayong nahaharas, laging na-intimidate dahil sa mga violence at threats kasama na ang pamamaslang. Each attack on a member of the media is an attack on our right to know, on the rule of law, and on the democratic project we collectively uphold. The Philippine Plan of Action for the Safety of Journalists is our roadmap for reversing that trend. Today's agreement is the institutional bridge that will translate the plan's principles into real protections on the ground, faster responses to threats, thorough investigations, dignified support for victims and families, and systematic prevention through training, monitoring, and policy reform. This MOA commits us to concrete complementary actions rooted in respect for human rights, the independence of the press, and the rule of law. Among the measures that we will implement together with CHR ay nabanggit na kanina yung rapid coordinated response pag mayroong mga pangyayari. Andyan yung hotline ng CHR, meron din yung hotline, yung PT Forms, pagsasama-samahin po natin yan. At sama-sama tayo mag-imbestiga. Sa PT Forms, we are tasked to respond within 12 to 24 hours. Thorough investigations and accountability. We will strengthen coordination with prosecutorial and investigative bodies to ensure timely, impartial, and transparent investigations into attacks on media workers with clear pathways for evidence sharing and witness protection. Meron din po tayong victim-centered support. Ito po ay magandang balita para sa mga natin sa media. Through this cooperation, this MOA, we hope to provide survivors and families with legal assistance, psychosocial care, medical support, and livelihood assistance if our funds are available, especially with CHR. Kaya tulungan po natin na sana madagdagan yung budget na CHR para meron po tayo na kasama sa media masuportahan yung ating pagkahanap ng justisya. We will be conducting capacity building and prevention activities. We will aim to deliver gender-sensitive training for journalists on safety protocols, physical, digital, and legal, and train, hopefully, first responders kasama ng mga police on how to interact with media victims and witnesses in ways that uphold rights and dignity. Data collection and monitoring. We will be sharing database of attacks, threats, investigations, and outcomes to identify patterns, hotspots, and repeat offenders. Information that will guide prevention and policy reform. We will set priorities, monitor implementation, review cases, release progress reports, and recommend policy or legislative reforms when systemic gaps are identified. We will pursue partnership. This partnership will recommend and advocate for targeted reforms, whether to strengthen witness protection, expedite investigations, regulate online harassment, or dapat revive online harassments, or improve data privacy protections for threatened journalists. We will protect journalists. Protection of journalists is not one agency's work alone. We aim to mobilize the necessary human, technical, and hopefully financial resources to make prevention and protection sustainable. We will maintain ongoing dialogue with newsrooms, journalist groups, press freedom groups, and community media to ensure responses are grounded in the needs and realities of those we serve. Last week, our team sa Piticoms was in Western Mindanao, so we had consultations in Zamboanga City. Journalists from Zamboanga, Basilan, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi. Meron silang ibang concern sa mga taga-Pagadian, where about 40 media workers attended our consultation, and in Bacolod City. Earlier, we were in Cotabato also. So, bawat region, bawat syudad, bawat probinsya may iba silang concern. Napakaganda ng concern, for example, sa Pagadian at Bacolod at humingi sila sa atin. Maybe this can be pilot area. Humingi sila sa atin ng training of all the things na humingi ng training. Sabi na, okay lang naman kami dito. Safe na po kami, pero kailangan namin ng training from skills to napakaganda yung sinabi. Ito po sa lahat. Gusto po namin matuto kung ano yung ethical practice of journalism. It was surprising, pero going back to the basic, to address yung ethics, kasi alam naman po natin, yun po yung simula ng mga threats, maraming threats sa media, nagsisimula doon sa mga ganong bagay. To ensure this agreement produces results, we will adopt clear, measurable targets, for example, reductions in unresolved attacks, faster response times to reported threats, increased percentage of cases prosecuted, and expanded coverage of safety training across regions. Sa Piticoms, so we are already reviewing the more or less 197 cases. Kung ito tayo media related, iba hindi. And we will prioritize kung ano yung priority cases na babalikan po natin kung ito so yung prosecution or whatever legal procedures na pwede gawin. Kasama of course ng CHR and other government agencies. Implementation of this agreement will require sustained attention, courage, and collaboration from all of us. Let us hold one another to the promise we make today to act quickly when danger strikes, to investigate thoroughly when violence occurs, to support survivors with compassion, and to remove the structural faults that allow attacks on journalists to persist. We also acknowledge that the safety of journalists is bound up with broader social problems, impunity, weak rule of law, the weaponization of information, and online harms. This memorandum is an important tool in addressing these problems, but it must be paired with political will, legal reform, and a culture of respect for human rights and for the essential role of journalism in a democracy. To the families of journalists who have suffered loss or injury, we commit to walking with you toward justice, accountability, and healing. To our partners in the international community and in civil society groups, we welcome your expertise and support as we implement the Philippine Plan of Action for the Safety of Journalists. Maraming salamat po at sana ipagpatuloy natin ang pagsusulong ng hustisya at proteksyon sa karapatang pagkakao dito sa ating pagsusulong.
Guests, isang mapagpalayang umaga po sa ating lahat. The American broadcaster and journalist Walter Cronkite once said, "Freedom of the press is not just important to democracy, it is democracy." To protect the press, there are forms to protect democracy itself. What we will witness today gives life to that truth. We gather here united in the mission to defend the heart of our democracy by upholding press freedom and ensuring that those who safeguard the truth remain protected. Being part of the media is not merely a profession, it is public service. Those who pursue truth in the face of danger deserve not just our admiration, but our protection. We acknowledge the urgency of providing not just symbolic support, but concrete mechanisms of safety and accountability for those who work every day to inform, enlighten, and empower our people. Today, through this partnership, we give substance to what our Constitution guarantees under Section 4, Article 3, on freedom of speech, of expression, and of the press. In this age, where information can be wielded as both weapon and shield, when truth is threatened by disinformation and distortion, the role of the press becomes even more indispensable. Kayo po ang nagsisilbing liwanag sa gitna ng dilim, ng panlilinlang at ng pangilibig. Yet with that vital responsibility comes risk. To report fearlessly, to question boldly, and to hold power accountable often invites threats, harassment, and even real tagging. And so we must ask, who protect those who protect the truth? Through this memorandum of agreement, we take a decisive step towards answering that call. Together, CHR and Wikiforms commit to stronger protection system, quicker response mechanism, and more responsive support for media workers facing threats. This is our collective promise, that silence will not prevail where outrage is warranted, that disinformation will not triumph over facts, and that we will never abandon those who risk their lives in service of transparency and accountability. On behalf of the Commission on Human Rights, I extend our gratitude to Wikiforms for this steadfast partnership, and to our journalists for your courage, vigilance, and relentless pursuit of truth. Let today be both a reminder and a renewal that the defense of human rights must always include the defense of those who write, speak, and report the truth. Maraming salamat po at sama-sama natin itaguyod at isang mas pintas, mas makatao, at mas makatarong ng pamamahayan para sa lahat. Mabuhay po natin.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Beda. Thank you for reminding us that protecting the media is to protect democracy itself. At tulad nga ng sinabi ni Kong Beda, ang media ang magiging iwanag natin sa iyo, especially in the case of rampant disinformation and many challenges that we continue to face. Now, to share with us the Commission's vision and the importance of today's partnership, we invite in front CHR Chairperson Richard P. Padilla.
To the Presidential Task Force on Media Safety, Security, Executive Director, Undersecretary Jose Flores Jr., sir, CHR Commissioner Beda Press, colleagues from the Commission on Human Rights, and Wikiforms, as well as friends from the media. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. On behalf of the Commission on Human Rights, I am honored to join you today as we mark this important partnership with the Presidential Task Force on Media Security, or Wikiforms. We acknowledge the Philippines' recent progress in the World Press Freedom Index by Reporters Without Borders, improving its rank from 134 to 116 out of 180 nations last year. This progress is encouraging. Yet beyond the numbers, we must recognize that journalists and media workers continue to face harassment, intimidation, red tag, cyber abuse, and physical attacks, sometimes resulting in loss of life. These threats create a chilling effect, discourage critical reporting, and erode the people's right to know. The Commission believes that journalists are indispensable in upholding transparency, demanding accountability, and giving voice to the most vulnerable. When their safety is threatened and their rights are undermined, the rule of law is tested. As such, we must rise to their defense. Responding to these challenges, CHR continues to align its initiatives with the overarching goals of the Philippine Plan of Action on the Safety of Journalists, or PPASJ, working closely with relevant stakeholders to enhance coordination, strengthen protection, and amplify advocacy efforts for media safety and welfare. Among the Commission's major programs are the ALISCO Alert Mechanism for urgent reporting of threats. It is a Viber group platform where media workers can access and have direct communication with the Commission on Human Rights for urgent concerns. Second, expanded the Media Task Force on Safety of Journalists, and the Lakaran or Lakbay Karapatan, tungo sa Kamanayan, Caravan, where we engage with journalists and media citizen councils across all regions in the country as part of our grassroots open dialogues. We also conducted our first human rights-based approach to reporting, applying human rights principles in journalism. This October, we will hold a gender sensitivity training for media to promote inclusive reporting that advances gender equality. Today's partnership did not happen overnight. It's been a long process. It is a product of years of dialogue, cooperation, and shared advocacy. I recall that in October 2023, CHR launched its first National Media Forum, building upon the smaller sessions earlier that year. In these sessions, representatives from the media and the government were gathered to identify the sector's most pressing challenges. The outcome was clear. Support statements were no longer enough. What we needed were concrete mechanisms, coordinated actions, and sustained commitment. We listened, we acted, and today we take another decisive step forward. The signing of this memorandum of agreement is more than a legal formality. It is a moral stand that in a democracy, journalists never face harassment, intimidation, or violence for simply doing their job. Though a step forward, this agreement is not the finish line. Rather, it is the beginning of a stronger, more coordinated, and more proactive framework to protect our media community. Experience has shown that no agreement can stand on its own. This MOA gains life through the shared commitment we uphold together. The media in particular stand as both beneficiaries and active partners in this mission. By reporting cases, surfacing leads, and breaking the silence that often hampers investigations, the media help ensure that justice can take its full course. Moving forward, CHR and PTCOMs must work hand in hand to respond to violations and prevent them through awareness campaigns, capacity building programs, and legislative advocacy. Strengthens press freedom and press freedom protections in our country. Let us remember that defending press freedom is defending the public's right to know, the integrity of public discourse, and the health of our democracy. Thank you at magandang makapag-usap.
Thank you very much, Chair Richard, and thank you, Chair, for highlighting that the agreement is more than a formality. It is actually a moral stand to ensure that no journalist should face violence or harassment simply for doing their job. It's also important to highlight that Chair mentioned a number of activities prepared by the Commission for the Welfare of Media, and perhaps we can talk more about those things during the question and answer. At this point, we proceed to the highlight of our program, the signing of the Memorandum of Agreement between the Commission on Human Rights and the Presidential Task Force on Media Security. We invite to the table the signatories of the MOA, namely Chairperson Richard E. Palpalato on behalf of CHR and Undersecretary Jose A. Torres Jr. on behalf of PTCOMs. May we also invite in front Commissioner Bentley Efres of CHR and Ms. Ann Lourdes Lopez, Senior Director of the Asian Center of Journalism and Communication, to stand as witness. The MOA between CHR and Pinagons has been signed around. At this point, we request Chair and Music to come over.